So I'm still talking about Winter 2024 anime. This is part 3 of my mid-season review. So let's talk about Solo Leveling. So I have been enjoying this a lot. I don't know why we have a recap episode this week at the time of recording this video. That is kind of pointless to me when we're only 7 episodes deep into, 12, maybe 24 episodes. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. The overall show is really, really good. It's a portal story. It's based on a manhwa. And it's really interesting to see Jinwoo's massive glow up. But yeah, there's nothing to dislike about it. The art style's great. The animation is crisp. It's a very fast-paced story. There isn't a lot of sitting around and fluff. It's full on. It's really good. Fluffy Paradise. Another isekai. I love this show. I love it so much. She is adorable and needs to be protected at all costs. And honestly, her character is kind of relatable in that when she, as an adult woman, and is being asked by God what power she would like going into her new life, there's more to it, but let's just talk about this part. She's like, I want to talk to all the animals. I want to be able to fluff every animal in that world. And honestly, mood, because that's exactly what I would choose. But yeah, overall, it's kind of slow-paced. I will say that. It is a slow-paced anime. That's perfectly fine for me. Again, it's very adorable. It's not a very hard story to follow. It's starting to flesh out a little more. We're getting kind of more to the like meat and potatoes of the story. Where we're at now, which is around episode 9, I believe, at the time of recording this video. So the pace is a little slow, but to me, it's still a good story, and I'm very much enjoying it. Tales of Wedding Rings. So I'm going to be very, very honest here. I have been extremely conflicted about this show since around the 2nd or 3rd episode. It's extremely ecchi, which again is not normally a problem for me. But the people involved in this story are mostly minors. And as a 38-year-old woman, it just doesn't sit right with me. You know, and that's just me personally. I'm not here judging anybody. That's just how I personally feel about it. Also, the story seemed more interesting than it actually is. And by that, I mean, the synopsis was like, oh, that sounds interesting. That's why I started. This is another isekai. This is a harem, which doesn't make sense for the characters. But again, yeah, there's just a lot of elements of it I'm just not that cool with and not that keen on. I just don't think it's for me. I actually stopped watching it at around episode 6. I'm going to stop watching it. I'm going to let it play out. I might go back and binge it to see if maybe it improved. Otherwise, this might be actually one that I ended up dropping, and I'm fine with that. I really don't miss having this on my roster. I haven't watched it for a couple of weeks now, and it's whatever to me, to be honest. Ponomichi. This is another favourite of mine for this season, and this is not getting talked about at all, aside from like me and a couple of other creators on here. Probably because it's not on any of the mainstream streaming platforms, which is honestly a massive shame because it's a really good story and it definitely deserves to be seen. You do have to act like a Mugiwara to see it, but it's honestly not that hard to find. I actually found it on the Red Button Play app, and that's where I've been watching it, and it's in a really good quality too. It's not grainy, nothing like that. Yeah, it's a great story. It's about Mahjong, which, like, if you're not really into Mahjong, I guess, but even if you're not, if you're just looking for a good friendship story, it's really fun. It's just a really fun, silly anime. It's about a bunch of teenage girls playing Mahjong, which is definitely not a game you would expect teenage girls to play, which adds to the fun. And then it's got this adorable little bird character that's like a tile spirit, I guess. They haven't really explained that. He's just kind of there. But anyway, I love it. I'm going to keep talking about it. If you're an Akagi fan, you might very much enjoy this because it does make reference to Akagi a lot, and it's really, really funny. Last one for this video is Mashle, Season 2. I'm going to be honest, Mashle was the standout surprise for me. I actually watched Season 1 in an evening and then started binging Season 2, caught up really fast, and now I'm watching it week to week. And I say this was a surprise to me because I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and a lot of people say it's basically anime Harry Potter. I am not a Harry Potter fan whatsoever. I've never been interested in that series at all. I read a couple of the books. I watched most of the movies. It's just not my thing. And so I was like, I'm probably not going to like this because I just have no interest in Harry Potter. But I was dead wrong. because I absolutely fucking love this. And honestly, if Harry Potter had been like this, I'd probably like Harry Potter too, because this shit is fucking hilarious. MASH is like, I don't have any children, but he's my idiot son. I love him. He's so fucking funny. And I just like the dynamic between the classmates. It's an interesting story. It does make a lot of very strong references to Harry Potter, which is really funny to me, because I'm sure somewhere that turfy idiot that wrote it is just fuming. I don't know. That's what I hope. But yeah, anyway, actually my favorite character in this show is actually Mash's dad. He cracks me up. He's so funny. And then his relationship, was he a police officer? Is he a police officer? I don't know what the hell he is. I can't remember. But they're funny, like how they went from like fighting and he was almost going to be arrested for harboring somebody with no magic to, you know, them being like weird besties. I don't know. It's just really funny. Just the whole show cracks me up, and it has some of the best characters in it. Like where we're at in the show now, you're getting to see a lot of Margaret Macaron, and they are very, very interesting. I really like Margaret. They are that bitch. Anyway, this is not supposed to be a video talking about MASH. So yes, that's part 3. I believe there's going to be one more part with anime I've been watching, because I think I've been watching like 20 something this season. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching.